Inventory is up and prices are holding, and demand, well, still surprisingly strong. And as we reach the halfway point of 2025, you might be wondering, are we headed for a buyer's market, or is Ottawa's real estate resilience stronger than ever? And I'm going to break down what really is happening in Ottawa's real estate market and what it means for your investment strategy. So let's get into it. All right, so let's grab a cup of coffee and let's jump into the June numbers because they tell a pretty interesting story. In June, we saw 1,602 homes sold here in Ottawa, and that's up about 10.6% compared to this time last year. So despite all the talk about high interest rates and affordability challenges and so on, buyers are still out there and they're pretty damn active. So let's talk about price. The average home price in Ottawa hit $723,000 in June, and that's a 5.2% increase year over year. Not earth-shattering growth, but pretty damn steady. And it's especially notable considering the amount of inventory on the market right now. And this is where it gets interesting. We had 2,933 new listings in June and 4,350 total active listings. That's an 11.6% increase in available homes compared to last June, or June of 2024. So yes, buyers have more to choose from, but prices are still rising, which means demand is absorbing this new supply fairly efficiently. And a few more quick stats just to sort of paint the picture. Homes are selling on average at 98.5% of list price. The median days on the market sits at 19 days, which is just about the same as this time last year. So what does all this tell us? We're in a very balanced market. It's not overheated, but it's definitely not crashing either. Buyers have more leverage than they did last year or 2 years ago. But sellers, if you're priced right, you're still in a strong position. Okay, so let's zoom out and look at where we stand at the midway point of 2025, 6 months into the calendar year, and the numbers are showing some pretty interesting trends. First off, we've had 7,406 residential sales year to date. That's up about 2% from this time last year, which isn't explosive growth, but it shows consistent buyer activity. And the average year-to-date price is sitting at around $704,000, which is up 3% compared to this time last year. So again, it's not the boom time appreciation we saw during the pandemic years, but it's kind of steady climb. That's music to the ears to long-term investors. One stat I really like to watch is the months of inventory. And right now, we're sitting at about 2.8 months of inventory, which is just slightly elevated. It means we've got more listings, more choices, and buyers have a bit more breathing room to make smart decisions. And we're not in panic mode, we're in planning mode. And to get this, the sales to new listings ratio is at 50.8%. That's a textbook balanced market. And we're not swinging hard into buyers or sellers territory right now, which is honestly one of the best environments for confident decision making. So overall, it's a market that's rewarding strategy, not speculation, not rushing, just smart planning. Hey, it's Mark Belanger. Real estate is more than buying or selling. It's one of the best ways, obviously, to build real wealth. And that's why I help homeowners, professionals, and investors here in Ottawa make smart moves that align with their long-term goals. And if you're looking for real guidance and not just another transaction, just give me a call or shoot me a text. My contact details are below. Let's have a quick chat, no obligation, no pressure. I'd love to hear more about your plans, and let's see if this is the right fit for both you and I. Now let's get back to the video. So where's the smart money looking right now? And for starters, we're all watching the Bank of Canada and we're all listening to the interest rate chatter and so on. And there's hope for a cut later in the year. And if that happens, we can see a quick spike in the demand. So if you're a buyer, that's a cue to act before that actually happens. Investors are also watching supply pipelines. And here in Ottawa, new home construction has slowed a bit, which means we're not suddenly going to be flooded with oversupply. That helps keep pricing stable. And then there's the rental market. Rents have been rising and vacancy remains pretty tight. So for investors, that's a double win. Prices are stable and cash flow is improving. The fundamentals are looking pretty strong. And here's a fun tip. Certain pockets of the city, which in my opinion, I'm looking more towards Orleans, still haven't fully caught up to peak pricing. And that's an opportunity And that's where your ROI potential grows. Reach out to me, particularly for Orleans, and I'll let you know what I'm talking about. So if you're trying to figure out where to focus your search or where your current home stands, here's what I'm watching geographically. Suburban areas like Barrhaven, Canada, and Orleans have the most active listings right now, and I don't think that would surprise anybody. It always has. That means more options and in some cases, more negotiation power for buyers. Meanwhile, urban core neighborhoods like the Glebe and Westboro are still holding value really well. Demand there tends to stay steady even when other markets shift. And if you're considering new builds, keep in mind that builder incentives are starting to pop up again. We're seeing upgrades, appliance packages, even mortgage buy downs, but resale homes, often quicker to close and still priced competitively. So whether you're buying or selling, the neighborhood narrative really matters. That's where strategy really comes into play. All right, so what should you be doing right now? If you're a buyer, here's the good news. You have more choices, you have more time, and in many cases, more negotiating power than you did just 1 year ago. And the smart play? Well, get your pre-approvals locked in, especially with interest rates potentially dropping later in the year, and be ready before the herd jumps back into the market. And if you're a seller, don't be fooled by overpricing. Homes are selling if they're priced right. Presentation matters too. Stage it, photograph it well, and make sure you're hitting the market with impact. Buyers are out there, we see that, but they're picky and they're educated. And if you're an investor, this is your time. Look at the fundamentals, track the trends, and play the long game. This market is built for people who think 2 or 3 moves ahead. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, a very quick mid-year market update. So if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing, or maybe relocating here in Ottawa, I'd love to help out. Just reach out to me through the Metro City Property Group. I'll leave all the contact details in the pinned comment below. Make sure we have a plan for your future. Let's sit down, let's have a coffee, and let's talk a little bit of strategy. I'll walk you through what I think are some of the cool opportunities in the market. Let's talk about your plan as well. Let's see if the timing is appropriate for what we've just talked about. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I say it all the time. I enjoy putting these videos together. Until the next video, take care, stay smart, stay invested. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, whether you're planning a move or you're looking for the right investment here in Ottawa, I'm here to help you make a smart, confident real estate decision. And I work by referral, so my business depends on how well I serve you. And think about it, if you're not thrilled with the experience, you simply wouldn't recommend me. And that's why I go above and beyond to deliver the results that exceed expectations. So if that sounds like the kind of relationship you're looking for, give me a call. You've got my contact details. Let's schedule a quick call. No pressure, no obligations whatsoever. Let's talk about your next chapter, and I hope I can help, and we'll see you on the next one.